Alright everyone, I think this is enough padding. Let me all welcome you back to East Origin. Welcome, welcome. Let me be clear, we are going to be finishing Hugo's story today, hopefully. And then we can go on to do Unica stuff, you know. But I'm hoping that we will be able to. Yeah. Let me just get the game here. Then we can continue. Yo, J2O. Sorry, I didn't. Fucking Jesus Christ. Here we go. I'm feeling better, sort of. Still hurts if I tilt my neck in this direction. Like I can't really look left, but if I tilt my neck in this direction, it still hurts. But it's gotten a lot better over these past 2 days, and I'm trying to make it better. But thing is, lying in bed for extended periods doesn't make it really that much better. So I'm trying to get some work in and to get some streams going. You know. I think it's just the way I tilt my head sometimes when I'm working and streaming, maybe. But it's still it's fine. I think I'll manage. But yeah, we'll be finishing Hugo's story. Hopefully, I really am looking forward to the end of Hugo's story. Last time he was possessed by a demon, by the demonic power, right? And he got out of it, and Epona died. Crazy. I love that whole scene, by the way. It's absolutely phenomenal. How a game this limited can tell a story like this, like. Even like the cutscenes and the stories are very limited, and the art style is also very interesting. But obviously the focus was more on the gameplay. But the story is still good, you know. I do enjoy it, especially with Hugo. I don't know how Unica's story will be, but Hugo is interesting. I would say he's a very interesting character, you know. So I think we should just head over to the Oh, you didn't hear me at all, right? Sorry. I hate it when this happens. Really. I hate it when this stuff happens because I accidentally muted my mic. What I wanted to tell you is, basically, I think Demonic Core is like endgame, right? For Hugo. I definitely think so. Especially all of our gear points towards endgame. We go to the equip, we have like every robe. We have all of the items. And we're missing the greaves from this area. And in terms of inventory, we have all of the keys. There's one item missing down here. That's about it. And one item up here. But it feels like we're very, very much at the end game. And I really would like to finish the game today, if, at least for Hugo. We're going... afterwards, we're going into Unica's story. And I'm going to play that too. I'm just hoping that we will be able to blast through it a little bit quicker. Because we already know where everything is. Hopefully. And then we have a third story that we need to do, right? So let's go. By the way, we are pretty much leveled up. I think last time I actually got some divine blessings going. Reduce bad status. Yeah, we're still nowhere near those ones, but we're earning SP quite a lot. You know? But yeah, we dove into demonic core quite a bit last time. I need to get used to this game again. I just really hope the bosses this time are not as bad as the bosses last time. I really didn't enjoy both bosses we fought last time. Neither the mantis nor the what was it again? That sand creature. I really didn't enjoy both bosses last time. The mantis was so close to being a really good boss. So close. But then it like squandered it at the end, I feel like. God fucking damn it. The final mechanic of the mantis with the enemies and stuff, I didn't find very fun. You know? And the bosses have been very, 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 very miss in this case, I would say. They're either way too easy or they're just too much. Like at this sandworm thing or whatever that was, there was just way too much going on everywhere. Like there was just too much stuff everywhere. I didn't really enjoy that a lot. I'm still hoping Hugo doesn't get taken over by that demon form again. That was scary. Holy shit. Hugo was always kind of a dick, but in that part he was like scary. But yeah, I decided to play East Origin today because we are relatively close to finishing Hugo's story. So I think it's just, you know, great that we just finish it. And yeah, I'll stream tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow too, and I'll be streaming on Thursday to you. So yeah, I won't be streaming on Wednesday. Probably on Wednesday I'll do a Yoshi's Island stream very early on. If I can. But tomorrow's probably going to be Dragon Quest Builders, because we just entered Chapter 2, and that game is phenomenal on all fronts, I have to say. I don't fully remember where we were last time. Everywhere. Did we go this way yet? Or didn't we? We did go this way. Alright. But yeah, I do enjoy the game a lot. It's such a breath of fresh air. After Trails. I can already say that I will probably bring back Trails soon. It all depends on February. Thing is, I have to buy that game. And it's currently not on sale. And I intend to throw money on it anyway. But I actually want to wait until next month. Until my money comes around from my job next month. You know, until I put that money down for Trails. So expect it in the middle of February. We'll probably start around like the 15th of February, somewhere around that. We'll be starting Sky 3rd. And after the Sky Trilogy is done, I very much would like to play first chapter. Present the Sky, first chapter. The remake. Because I think, especially after the Sky Trilogy, revisiting Libel, especially chapter 1, and seeing what is like, what what we can deduct from like what we experienced, might be a great idea. You know. So yeah, I'll play the remake after that. Because I really want to finish the remake too. And it's probably going to take like very much until second chapter remake comes out until we finish the remake, but I want to get both. Oh, this one we already did last time. This one I remember. I probably think second chapter remake will come out in September or something. September, October, right? And yeah, I kind of want to finish all of the Sky games that are out there. You know, the remakes and all of that. Before we dive into a different area of Zemuria, right? With Trails to Azure and stuff. Or Trails from Zero, I think, was it? I have a feeling that Trails will be around on my channel for quite some time. The next 5 years, maybe. It almost seems as if there's another world on the side of this mirror. But a powerful force is preventing you from stepping within. Wait, what? Do we need an item for that? Can we equip something? Like the Daybreak Talisman? Probably not, right? Can we use the Mask of Eyes? I feel like a lot of these items that we're getting, like the Mask of Eyes, the blue necklace, Spirit Cape, like all of these items are a little bit underused. The Spirit Cape and the Silver Chimes not, but the Mask of Eyes and the blue necklace definitely, you know. They feel a little bit underused. Underutilized, I would say. I mean, it's fine. These enemies can all confuse, by the way. Oh, god damn it. I forgot these don't die until you have the Silver Chimes on. There you go. We're already at 53k SP. I think there might have been a door here that I was missing. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what Unica's combat will look like in this game. Especially after having experienced like the entirety of Hugo's side. You know? Might be very interesting to see Unica's side too. I wonder if the game will break the continuity a little bit with Yunica. Like from what I've been told, the third story arc that we're doing, from what I've seen, will be like the real story arc. They're probably all important to the whole picture, but you know, it's basically the thing that is like canon, right? So there's probably differences that break each other, like thank God. Like there's going to be breaking differences, apparently. Alright, there's a second goddess statue. And I wonder what these differences will be. You know what? I'm taking these. It would be so easy to just grind stuff. And get like all of these. The 500k probably not. 500k is probably a tough one, but everything else isn't really. I already got this key, so let's use it. You there? But who are you? You're not supposed to be Epona. Oh, that's right, that was her friend, right? I completely forgot about this guy. Like, he was literally at the beginning with her, right? But I completely forgot about this one, because then we got, like, the mage and the main bad guy. So, you've come. You're the man I saw with Epona before. I am Kishgal, the warrior of the Darklings. Epona's told me a lot about you. I really don't care for fighting sorcerers. But you've come a long way to get here. Perhaps it's our destiny to meet in battle. So what do you say we get this over with? Wait. If you don't care for fighting sorcerers, then why fight me? I have no particular desire to engage in pointless combat. I may not want to fight you, but I've got a score to settle. Epona's death is on your hands, after all. How did you learn of that so quickly? And what are you to her? I'm her big brother. What? We're a proud family of warriors. Every day of our lives is devoted to the glory of battle. My sister and I never had particularly deep bonds, but I always respected her ability and that I enjoyed sparring with her. So I think avenging her death is reason enough to put aside my general dislike of fighting sorcerers. Very well, if it's a matter of honor, who am I to argue? But know that I have a duty to fulfill, and I don't intend to let the likes of you keep me from it. I won't hold back. I wouldn't have it any way. Let's see what you're made of. I mean, alright. You have ice powers, huh? Good that I have the power of fire. Okay. I am now way stronger than I was when I fought Epona. Seriously. He barely does damage to me. Like, I think on the first try I actually lost to Epona too. Are you satisfied now? Because I have other places to be. I don't have any quarrel with you. I prefer not to keep fighting. I'm not through with you yet. Oh, it has a second phase. What? Not you two. I've released a demonic element within me, just as your brother did. Battle shall not end until one of us falls. What is going on? I don't think this is great. Holy fuck. This cutscene is well animated. Oh, they're trying to drag east down again. What was that? Has the ritual begun? Good guess. First, the shrine won't be safe in the sky for much longer. What? My interest here was then. Let's call it a match, shall we? Here. What is that? Why are you? I told you, I'm not interested in fighting sorcerers. Epona's blood is on your hands, but she died protecting you, and in your arms, from what I hear. She obviously saw something in you, so I figure I owe you at least this much. From here on out, though, you're on your own. Wait, before you go. Hugo took out the Daybreak Talisman. I think you should have this. The memento of your sister. Daybreak Talisman. It's an heirloom passed down from our ancestors. Supposedly it has the power to bring one back from brink of death. Petrification notwithstanding, I suppose. I think she'd want you to have it. But don't argue, just take it. But in exchange, I want you to tell me one thing. When she died, was she smiling? Yes. Looked satisfied and said she had no regret. Good. God damn it. Where did that rod go? Magic item made by Darklings enables the spirit to teleport from mirrors. Interesting. Well, things are starting to finally heat up, huh? Yes, give me the bad status resist. Wait, what? Oh my god, one of my eyes of fact got stuck up there. That's crazy. Well. Well, this isn't great. We probably should stop the ritual, right? Before East falls down. But this is very interesting. We got to know little about East itself, right? Like what kind of society is on there. We're learning actually a lot more about the Darklings than East itself. This one. It honestly doesn't seem even that big in terms of, like, societies. Oh, fuck. We're already back at 20k. I think we're getting somewhere. By the way, the music is absolutely amazing. I love the demonic core music already. It really feels like an endgame area. Right? So far I've enjoyed the music in this game a lot. I can see why people like it. I definitely could think of listening to this just outside of, just while I'm working. Definitely would give me a morale boost, right? It is really, really that great. I highly doubt we're ever going to get a reaction to this. To this music. Because Ease is a very niche series. Like, when I say that Falcom is niche, I would even argue that Ease is even more niche. Trails is niche. Like, Ease is like triple as niche as the others. I think it just doesn't have a very memorable name. That really doesn't speak to a lot of people, I think. Oh god, this is a mirror dungeon. Like a teleporter dungeon in any of those games. Crazy. I think I definitely would love to play more falcom games. But yeah, I'm definitely going to start also like playing these games more frequently. I just have to see like where it leads. That's true. Especially if it's like very, very niche. Probably like should like check up the music on any of the reaction channels because I love looking at reaction channels. Especially music, you know, music is something special because I don't kind of like the reaction channels that do like reaction content to like... Okay, this just led me back. Oh god. This is going to be tough, right? I don't really like the reaction channels that react to like whole ass episodes of like TV shows or whatever or anime. But I do like the music reaction channels because you get so much more out of it, you know? Like at least some of them know something about music, or you know, in case of Dan, do teach music, and they can add so much more to the reaction. I also love, like, watch Jesse's Auditorium just play games. Like, I love his Super Mario 64 playthrough because it's so delightful, you know? Watching someone just experience Super Mario 64 for the first time. You know? Someone who's never played much of a Nintendo game before. Okay, this leads back. This place. I need to really memorize where we've been and where we haven't been. This is like literally the beginning again. Wait a second. So I need to go over here. And yeah, obviously watching Jesse like play Xenoblade. I feel like more music reaction channels should also play these games. It's just let me back here. No, this is new. Oh yeah, there's enemies, so this is definitely new. Okay. But I know why they don't do it regularly, because like commenting gameplay is not really something that anyone can do. I swear. Even I struggle at that a lot of the time. And to be honest, it's tough, especially when there's no one there to react to. Especially during streams. If you have someone there watching you, it becomes infinitely easier, or basically chatting in chat, it becomes infinitely easier to stream. Because you can bounce off of people. If you put some of the streamers who have like larger audiences that always have a chat for them, if you put them into a situation where there's no chat, I feel like some of them would be like screwed completely. The thing is, I just know that I would be a great streamer because I just love yapping. In general, I just love talking to people, and I just love like talking about all sorts of things. And I've never really had that in my life, you know. At least that much, you know. Sometimes even to a fault. I probably sometimes talk too much. Alright. Can we get out of this mirror dungeon, please? I think I found the right path. Another Clearia ore. I'll take that. Definitely. I think this is going to be it. I'm hoping I'm entertaining. I always try my best, you know, to be as entertaining as possible. And I always put a lot of work into my channel too. And suddenly the music completely cut out. It's not a good sign. I'm going to get the Clearia ore to upgrade my stuff, please. Because I feel like a boss battle's coming. Thing is, one thing that I noticed during my streams is I'm doing voices for characters, but it's not really coming through on the end product. I'm still doing them, but are so much more distinct when I hear them, than they what you hear. And it's really frustrating for me. Still, you've done a great job. It's immeasurably more... Okay. A compliment from Hugo Factus is going straight to my head, I think. I can't believe how far we've come and how much there is left to accomplish. But I believe in you. I know you'll be able to handle anything that comes your way. Still, unless you feel the same, you're as good as dead. So you better be confident in what you're doing. Got it? Don't worry, my path is clear now. Thank you, Rico. Okay, our staff is now maxed out. That is good. We're still missing a pair of shoes, though. But especially audio has always been a point of frustration for me. Because I really want a new microphone at one point. But I don't have the means to yet. To buy a better one. And I think my microphone is pretty good. It's just maybe I need to enunciate the voices a lot more. Make them more distinct. I don't know. Oh god. Are we going to fight another Hugo fact? Oh no, it's her. Haha, well met, wizard boy. You. I hear you accepted a taste of Lord Dallas's dark gift. Does that make you one of us now? Don't kid yourself. I'm never letting myself fall into that trap again, no matter how grim the circumstances may be. What a shame. Demonic influence gives one such a sweet feeling of liberation. Did you not find the experience pleasurable? More pleasurable than anything you'd ever experienced before or since? Hahaha, you don't want to say yes, but you just can't bring yourself to say no. Lord Dallas does seem particularly taken with you. Not too late, you can still change your mind. Not a chance. The power was extraordinary, but the experience itself was anything but sweet. It was liberating, though. It liberated me from my senses, my reason, my identity. If that were my idea of pleasure, I'd be better off seeking shelter at the bottom of a bottle. Oh, you're so cute when you put on such a brave face. Did Epona's death shock the power lust right out of you? Is that it? You shouldn't let a pathetic backwoods girl like her hold you back. She got what she deserved. We may stand on different sides, but we are both practitioners of magic, and we both excel in our fields. There's more than enough demonic essence to go around. We can both rule supreme over this land. Together. Tova, was it? You seem awfully taken with me yourself. But I'm afraid I'm not just into middle-aged women. Oh, fuck. Hugo actually going in on her. You impertinent. That actually got her. Holy fuck. To put it bluntly, I find you annoying. You're like a fly buzzing around my head. You're looking to tempt someone over to your side. I suggest you look elsewhere. Haha. Oh god. Oh, this is rich. You think you can speak to me like that, you little twerp? You talk a good game, but let's see just how well you're able to stand by your own convictions. Can you turn your back on your newly awakened demonic powers once again? Let's find out, shall we? What is this? It's a barrier designed to agitate your demonic power and drive you into frenzy. How much of this ultimate pain and pleasure can you withstand, I wonder? I look forward to finding out. Come on, Hugo. You can do it. I knew you could. What? How? How can you be so close to the demonic essence and still retain your own will? I told you, I'll never fall into that trap again. Well, you certainly made your point. If you'd only played nicely, this could have been avoided. And since you seem to have a death wish, you leave me little choice. Oh, come on. You can't just fight me one-on-one. Alright. Do it, I guess. I present you the most elite of all my familiars. Go, my lovelies, tear this foolish boy limb from limb. Why are they your elites? They are just two heads. Tova. Oh god, it's going to be another one of these. Oh, we need to hit Sava out of the air, right? Oh, we need to hit her, okay. And just avoid the familiars altogether. Or maybe they can shoot against each other. I really thought this could be a Twin Rover situation, but apparently it's not. Oh god. He's in the fire. No, I said no. Right, I'm now in the fire head. I guess so. Oh god. Oh, she's just switching. Okay. I need to. Okay, I'm learning this fight. This fight does seem manageable. Doesn't seem that bad so far. Unless they have like a second phase and a second health bar. But so far there's not really been a second phase or health bar in any of these. Right? Alright. Ouch. Alright. Let's try that from the start. I'm not that mad about it, honestly. Yeah, it was munched. To death. Wait, what? You can jump on top of them? Alright, this changes things considerably. Can you stop drawing me in? Come on, Zava. Oh god, this is the worst. Oh, this is definitely the worst. The problem is I can't equip anything else. That is like... that is the main issue. I feel like you can't just... without going back to your previous save, you can't equip anything else. So I can't equip the shoes. That makes slippery surfaces not slippery. I kinda hate these fireballs. Come on, Zava. Close, but no cigar. Yeah. I have no idea. The thing is, I have no idea how to avoid that one. Like, how would you even get away from that one? You know? The fact that she's falling down after getting hit once is like incredibly funny. Like her familiars are like the only thing that keeps her basically alive. Like she's incredibly like weak by herself. Can avoid this one. Just go into one of them, please. Okay. Next one we should be able to just burn her down. Alright. Fire one it is. Oh god. I think I got it. Please don't have a second phase. This can't be. How could a child like you defeat me? Best if you don't talk. With wounds like that, you have no hope of surviving. You might as well take in the sights of this world while you can. Son of a bitch. You should mind your own business. But it's alright. Onslaught Dallas releases a demonic essence. I will be. That was a good fight. There's no time to lose. I have to go now. I thought there would be another goddess statue, but apparently not. You know, I've heard a similar section in a song before. I don't know if I should go back actually and just save. Or is the next goddess statue close? I have to say that was like the first good fight this game had. Boss fight. I mean, Epona was okay too. Let me just state it clear. I think the Epona fight at the beginning was also relatively good. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to save. The problem is when you're out and about, like outside of a boss, they don't give you just a retry option, they put you back to the last goddess that you saved at. So it's probably a good idea to just do that. That is a pretty good song, I have to say. Pretty good track. Thing is, now I wonder what the other Ys games are like, because obviously this one just takes place inside the tower, right? Like, do the other games take place in a different area or different... in different places? Or is it just this one special because it's Origin? I wonder. The one question that I'm asking myself is, are they at least story related? Like... Like, is their story at least related, or is it just very different stories every time? Like Final Fantasy, you know? You have 80k, let's hasten skill recovery. Yeah, please. This section of the song reminds me so much of the Attack on Titan opening. You hear it too, right? Like the first Attack on Titan opening. There is a section in this track that reminds me so much of it. But this game was way before Attack on Titan, so Attack on Titan opening stole from this game. Not the other way around. At least they sampled it. I don't even know if they stole it, or if it could just be that they just came up with the same thing. Like, I just immediately was reminded of it. I mean, we're fighting demons, not titans, but still. I'm really eager to find out, and I'm going to definitely play Ys 1 and 2 afterwards, after this game is over. Thing is, in this time slot for this game, it's probably going to be the next Trails game. Wait, that was composed by Savano? Wasn't he like one of the Xenoblade X? The Xenoblade X composer too? Like, he literally made like Xenoblade X and then only anime, right? I remember him, yeah. That is so interesting. How that works. It's kind of like the Xenosaga Episode 3 composer. what's her name? Yuki Kajiura or something. She actually does anime too. But in her case, she really never did another game after Xenosaga Episode 3. And the soundtrack is extremely special to me for Episode 3 especially. Like, the Episode 3 soundtrack is one of the greatest among all time. That is very underrated too. You know? People don't talk about it that much. Alright. Sometimes I feel like in terms of game soundtracks, sometimes it's difficult to judge them when they are alone by their own. Because whenever I talk about some game soundtracks, I always have a clear picture of the game in mind. When I listen to a soundtrack, I always have the picture of the game in mind that I played it in, you know? And someone who doesn't have that, you know? Black and Silver Clearing Boots occasionally negates enemy attacks. Oh, that's good. But someone who does not have that in mind has to have a very different approach to listening to game OSTs than I do. You know? It's very interesting to think about, because I think I wouldn't like some game OSTs as much if I didn't have the context of the game to listen to. Like, I think that applies to Xenosaga Episode 3. Like, the ending song to Xenosaga Episode 3 is my favorite Xeno ending song of all time. Like, the ending for Xenosaga Episode 3 is so special to me, but I know the context of it. I don't know if it's going to be that special if you don't know the context, because the ending reflects very much the context of the game. What is that? Oh god. Oh god. And just thinking about it, by the way, it just makes me want to do another Xenosaga episode. Episode 1 through 3 playthrough. I swear to god. Those games are special to me. And whenever Nintendo or Monolith Soft acquires a license and decides to make a remake, I'm going to lose my mind. But yeah, it's a very interesting proposition, and especially for... It's always interesting to listen to Dan. That's why I, like, am engaged in the community as much as I am. Is because I like his content a lot. Because it's always interesting to see, like, the tidbits of interesting stuff you could figure out. Like, just through listening to it blind, without the context of the game. Just seeing what you can figure out just through that is very interesting. The only thing that I just wish is that he would just get it on and do a reaction to La Mulana. But I'm patient enough to wait, you know? That's the thing. Like, I've been waiting for so long, like, what does a few months extra? What are a few months extra, you know? going to be coming. I know it. I suddenly feel very overpowered in the game too, by the way. Oh, these are special enemies. Alright. Oh yeah, I totally get that. Like, if you're working on another project already, that slows it down for the streams, obviously. And I'm not really mad. I think it was cool to have all of the Mario reactions too, right? I really do enjoy it. I did enjoy all of the Mario reactions that we did. Should be coming to an end soon, right? With Mario Odyssey. Devil Medallion. So that's the final boss, huh? The devil. I should do my own reactions, to be honest. The thing is, I'm always weary of doing reaction content on my channel because I am someone who's chronically online to a point where I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch so much YouTube. And the problem is that everything I would react to, I've already probably seen, you know? And I listen to so many OSTs that I probably would have listened to them anyway, and they wouldn't really be blind reactions at that point, you know? And I don't know if that would be interesting enough, you know? Because I am probably one of the ultimate consumers. I just consume content that I love all the time. I don't know. Thing is, I wanted to do like a rating stream or something. That could be interesting, like a tier list stream of like some of the soundtracks that I listen to, like the Ace Attorney soundtracks or whatever. I still have my hopes up for that. Maybe that could happen. I've also been playing a ton of games recently, which I do enjoy. I like having at least 6 or 7 games at the time that I just vigorously play on stream. That is like one of my favorite things recently. You know? I think the new streaming schedule really has reinvigorated my love for streaming. That's true, that's true. Oh, a Trails tier list? That is fun. That would be funny. Oh, a Trails in the Sky character tier list once we're done. That would actually be fun a lot. The thing is, it would have to have its own Olivier tier, because you can't put him into any of the other tiers, really. Like, I can't even put him at the bottom tier, but I can't put him at the top tier either because he's so weird sometimes. It's crazy. And I understand why he's a fan favorite. He's also not just a oh, I'm so random guy, because he sometimes just has an aura of competency that is crazy to witness. By the way, on the Platinum playthrough, I probably should do another stream for the Pokemon Platinum, Nuzlocke. We're naming our characters after Trails in the Sky characters. We're naming our Pokemon after Trails in the Sky characters. So those are always fun. There's the goddess statue. This seems like we're heading to the final battle. You know, the only thing we can do right now is increase boost capacity. Thing is, I could grind, but I don't see any reason to really grind. I'm going to wear the Daybreak Talisman because I cannot change mid-battle to it. If this is the final battle, I want to have the Daybreak Talisman on, right? And maybe the Panacea too. I don't think this raising the max HP is permanent. But I can't really access my inventory once we are in there, right? So yeah, this is Devil's Throne. There's probably another goddess statue after this. Okay, let's go. Oh, is it Dallas already? Oh no, it's... I thought I might find you here. Claw. Hugo's brother. Toll. So, you beat Sava and Kishgal alike. I must admit, I'm impressed. The biggest surprise, though, is that you accepted demonic powers, yet by all appearances refrained from using them. I suppose that means you finally found a role to call your own. I did. In pursuing you, I came to realize I was basically just walking in your footsteps. I desired power for power's sake. sought to become stronger regardless of the consequence. In a way, I suppose I was doing exactly as father always taught us. The ideals of House Fact to the letter. But that's not who I am. I realize that the thing I seek isn't power itself. It's the strength of mind to wield that power effectively. Mastery. Once I realized that, everything else suddenly fell into place. I will never again allow myself to be consumed by that power. I accepted Father's teachings blindly and sought an unmatchable strength just as blindly. But no more. I intend to defeat you here and now, but I'm not about to rely on any demonic essence to do it. My own power will be plenty. It seems I've sorely misjudged you. I thought the days of being one-upped by my little brother were through. Still, it seems we've both chosen our own paths, and sadly they don't lead to the same place. I won't yield to you, Hugo. Brother or no, we stand on opposite sides. Oh god. Show me your power. Untainted by the family's doctrines, unrelied upon the demonic essence, your own strength. Oh god, this is going to be tough. Wouldn't it be funny if this was the hardest fight in the game? Right? Because that's what Falcom loves doing sometimes. Like literally they put the liver fight before the final battle and it was the hardest fight in the game. Oh god. When he comes chasing after you like that, how do you avoid him effectively? I actually don't want to use Epona's charm yet on this one, but I might have to. Yeah, I might have to. His moveset is actually extremely varied. I don't think the mines will do anything for me. The one thing that probably would be better is the shield. Because it can sometimes negate at least one hit. You know what I mean? Yeah, using the shield effectively might be the only way here. When he comes after you like that, it's actually pretty tough to do this. I might have to accept this. You're doing well for yourself, Hugo. I guess I made the right choice. In some regards, anyway. What are you talking about? Long ago, I chose to distance myself from House Fact and become a holy knight. I did this partially because it's what I wanted, but mostly because I thought you were better suited for the role of successor than I could ever hope to be. What? Your magic ability has always been exponentially greater than my own. That's likely why Father didn't try to stop me. But in the end, all I really accomplished was forcing you into a life you never wanted. Go, Hugo. Seeing you as you are now, I know I can leave my affairs in your hands. I know you'll do what's right. Even if I kind of hate to admit it. Hey. Tola's fallen unconscious. How am I supposed to take over your affairs when I don't even know what you were trying to do? At least I can be sure now that you've never had any ill intent. I have no idea if I can live up to your expectations or not. But I'll do the best I can, brother. You have my word. Thing is the charm now gone? It is completely gone. No, it's still there. Does it respawn at the next... we'll see at the next goddess statue, right? Oh, holy shit, this area is cool looking. I might do another safety save. Depending on... Yep, I cannot use it anymore. That is disappointing. I'm going to make another save right here in case we need that final thing. Like in case we need Epona's charm. I'm going to reset and we're going to try to kill Toll without it. Ah. Holy shit. So, the successor to House Fact makes his dramatical final appearance. Hugo. It seems you've suppressed your demonic element I bestowed upon you. Yet even without its power, you managed to get past every one of my subordinates. I'm impressed, but also very disappointed. You could have been so much more. Don't even try it. I have no intention of believing a single word you say. I never should have in the first place. Release Lady Rhea now and hand over the Black Pearl. Now! I'll listen to you making demands. I think we both know I'm not about to comply. You see, I need both the goddesses and the pearl to complete my ritual. Your ritual to drag Solomon's shrine back to the surface. I'm aware of it. But why? What will that accomplish? Simple, really. The Black Pearl is what holds the shrine aloft, and it's using a considerable amount of power to do so. Logically, if it's expending so much energy on that one task, its potency is limited. And since only the divine affections of a goddess can control the pearl, I think you get it. Well, I think you get the idea. But wait. So you intend to crash a holiest of shrines to the ground, killing all who dwell within, just to unlock the Black Pearl's full power? When you put it that way, yes. A most succinct summation indeed. And then I plan to steal the goddess's power, granting me full unrestricted control over the pearl and all it represents. And finally, at long last, I'll be able to give the demonic essence form, creating the perfect existence. You think I'm just going to stand by and let you do this? What? You're wasting your time. Your pathetic magic can possibly penetrate this barrier. Hugo, stop! He's absorbed the demonic essence into himself. No normal attacks can even touch him. Pity, I would have enjoyed watching him struggle a bit more, but thank you for enlightening him nonetheless. Fortunately for you, Hugo fact. Turnabout is fair play, remember? Hugo? What now? You unleash your demonic element, you might just stand a chance of surviving this. Or will you persist in your obstinacy and rush to your eternal reward? I won't do it. If I give in now, I'd never be able to show my face to her. I'd rather die. Such sentimental drivel. I hope it provides you with some comfort on your journey to hell. This the end? Am I really incapable of doing this without resorting to that other side of me? I'm sorry, Epona. What? How? Seems you've been busy, Hugo. Hang in there. We're here for you, as promised. If you please, Rhea. You must gather power and confer it upon Hugo. On your lead, Fina. What in the world? No, is this the power of the goddesses? Never forget, Hugo, you're not alone in this. Every one of us is behind you. Our thoughts, our feelings, and our strengths are all with you now. I can feel them coursing through me. Fuck yes. I did it. Impudent worm. I will not allow my ambitions to be foiled by the likes of you. Behold, my true power. What in the... Watch out, Hugo. He's using the essence within him to take on demonic form. Aha, I will show you the perfect fusion of man and demon. And may the sight be forever seared into your vision. Let's see if I can beat this boss without resorting to Epona. It depends on if this boss is actually easier than the Toll fight was, you know. This boss is a little bit easier than the Toll fight. I definitely will try to finish this boss. Well, hello there, Sephiroth. It does kind of look like Sephiroth. All right. Oh god. How do I even do this? Okay, it's a boss you need to figure out, I guess. I absolutely have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. How do I block this one? I have a feeling that I'm supposed to hit these on the side, but they don't actually take any damage too. Interesting. What am I supposed to do here? Mines? He does have these wings sometimes, but... Can I break through this barrier somehow? That one is unfair. I thought maybe it was a test of all of my magic abilities, but... I managed to disable it by... Oh, it's magic coded or something. So each magic spell disables it. To a degree. Alright. That's probably not the final form too. Can you please come back to the battlefields? Dude. Oh, now I can attack these. All right. Oh god. Now that I've figured it out, should be fine, right? It's just a matter of time now. The only spell that I hate from him is literally the ice spell. The ice spell is the worst. Me. It's actually hard hitting the shield with the mines too, by the way. There we go. Thanks for executing me on the spot, dude. All right. Just don't get hit in this phase, please. Alright. Failed that assignment. I hate that ice attack. That is like the most bullshit attack he can do. Definitely. There we go. Burn him down. $180 is very little HP to go into the final phase. Let's not get caught between these two again. One more time. I'm using my boost. And overboost too. Come on. I think this is it. That was a pretty cool boss fight once you figure it out. I never imagined a lowly weakling like you could thwart my ambitions. So, I'm a lowly weakling, am I? Sounds about right. Still, I walk my own path now, a path I've chosen for myself. A bumpy road, to be sure, but I'll never deviate from it again. Such naivete. The blood of House Fact is more corrupt, you know. Just as my darklings compulsively pursued their ideals to the bitter end, so too will you succumb to the curse, your bloodline, sooner or later. Hugo, please stand back. What you see before it is the demonic essence itself. Ina, are you ready? I am. By the way, those cutscenes are very low res, even for me, but yeah. Yay, we saved East. Probably, yeah. And the whole lands? Like, I mean, probably because they converted the demonic essence, you know, completely. Yay, we saved the day. Or did we? I don't know. Probably we did, yeah. What a nice ending, honestly. And what a nice character arc for Hugo, you know? Like, we've had a pretty seriously good character arc for Hugo. You're certain you won't return with us then? We are. We gave up our wings to seal away the essence. Those wings were our power and our life's energy. Even now we grow weary. Soon we'll drift into sleep, likely for a long, long time. The seal we've placed upon the demonic essence, imperfect at best. Returning the Black Pearl to Solomon's Shrine would be far too dangerous. Even keeping it here would be inviting calamity. Once we've drifted into sleep, both we and the Pearl must be entombed deep within the earth, far from human hands. No. Thank you, Hugo. It's only because of you that we were able to avert this crisis. Indeed, I can't even imagine how we could ever repay you for what you've done. You needn't do a thing. Without you and everyone else down here, I could never have accomplished what I did. I only regret that my brother isn't here to pay his respects as well. I can't seem to find him anywhere. That's quite alright. I must ask though, Hugo, are you troubled by Dallas' last words to you? They seem to strike a chord. Well... He struck one with us as well, referring to our powers as affectation, belittling our divinity, and in many ways he was right. Our powers are limited. We can't see into the future, for example, but we don't have to know he was wrong about you. You took on the might of a demon, yet resisted its influence. That may be an accomplishment beyond even our abilities. I believe what my sister is trying to say is that your bloodline doesn't shape you. You are who you are. But please try not to let it get to you. It was an empty platitude from an empty soul. I understand. It would seem our time is up. Indeed. The rest is in your hand, my friends. We shall do as you instructed, my ladies. Thank you both with all our hearts and souls. For all the guidance and wisdom you've imparted upon us in the many long years since the founding of Ease. I think you have that backwards. You have imparted guidance and wisdom upon us. Thank you all so much for everything. Lady Rhea, Lady Fina. Don't look at us like that, Yunica. One day we will awaken again, and when that day comes, we'll be sure to look you up. Okay. And so the crisis that had brought the land of Ease to the brink of annihilation was finally resolved, albeit impermanently. Hugo and the others enshrined the goddesses in the Black Pearl deep underground, just promised. Afterwards, they began preparing to use their remaining magical energy for a return trip to Solomon's Shrine in the question is, do we bring Solomon's Shrine back to the earth, or do we just let it keep floating up there for all eternity? Oh, you're already leaving? Yes, with the tower's influence cut off, Solomon's Shrine has begun reascending to its proper place in the heavens. But the farther it gets from the surface, the more difficult it becomes to maintain a transport spell. We must not miss our chance. We'll miss you. Well then, I guess we'll do as the goddesses did and get some sleep. Let's pray that one day we meet again with the goddesses. But like nothing more. I wonder how long it will be before the goddesses walk among us again, and we can all safely return to the surface. Too long, I'm sure. Indeed. But should it happen within my lifetime, I hope to be here for it. I intend to stay behind. What? Hugo? What brought this on? I simply don't want to live out the rest of my days on a cramped little island in the sky. And if I go back now, I may never get the chance to come down here again. But why would you even want to? Are you planning to look after Lady Rhea and Lady Fina or something? Oh wait, I think I know. It just hit me as well. You're worried about your brother, aren't you? What? No, that's ridiculous. How could you both independently come up with such an idiotic notion? Fine, that's not it then. But hey, if you're staying behind, I see no reason I shouldn't join you. Yeah, me too. I'm worried about leaving the goddesses alone in that chamber. And I don't really like being so far away from them. Yeah, that was my first thought when Hugo said he was staying. And I feel exactly the same way. So maybe I should stay too, if you'll all have me anyway. I don't ever want to leave their sides if I don't have to. I knew we were going to say that. Commander, Cecilia, Ramona. I understand. We'll pass along your regards. You two take care of each other now, you hear? Wait, does that mean you're staying too, Roy? The fact that you didn't pick up on that until now just proves that you really do need someone to look after you. I don't think you'd last one day here without me. Oh, come on, are you ever going to stop treating me like a little kid? Just look at what you started, Hugo. I wish I could tell you all to take some time and think this through. Time is a luxury we don't have. Sorry about this, Cadena. I'll let Priest Fact know of your decision, Hugo. And the rest of your families too, for that matter. Imagine there's going to be hell to pay though, so you better be damn sure you're doing the right thing. I believe we are. Take care of yourself, Cadena. Let the people of East know they'll be in our thoughts and in our prayers. Honestly, except Roy, that is literally the cast I would have picked to stay behind. Because the others were more or less supporting cast. Maybe Cadena. You know? Cadena could have stayed, but yeah. That was like the cast that was most important. The Knights really didn't, and Shion for that example too. They didn't really factor into the whole plot that much. The rest of them did, but... yeah. I don't know what else to say. This was fun. And I don't know if I should be starting to get today. I'm definitely going to take a short break after this. And then maybe we'll even start... maybe we'll even start Unica's story today. If you'd indulge me. I have about 50 minutes more left. Around 50 minutes, I would say. But yeah, it was super fun playing as Hugo. And I liked Hugo's character arc a lot. I wonder how they handle different routes. Like, obviously, Yunica joins late. And is very separate from Hugo completely. Except a few points where they interact. So I wonder if it's going to be roughly the same. I wonder, you know, if we're going to have like roughly the same kind of story between Yunica and Hugo. But Yunica just does different things in the tower that Hugo does, obviously. It kind of feels like that because she, at the end, was like so very fond of the goddesses and stuff. Like, I wonder if she interacts with them a lot more than Hugo does, because Hugo does interact very little with them. I swear. But I definitely want to see where this is going, you know, especially with the third playthrough that we can do. Still very much blind too. Oh, did they make a little village? That would be fun, honestly. There are actually not that many that left behind. It's actually just 6 people. Oh, is it 6 people because it's like the 6 priests or something? I wonder. But it was super fun going through the demon tower and everything. And experiencing, you know, it to be continued, obviously. Hugo's clear data has been set. Hugo cannot be used in time attack mode. So selecting time attack at the title screen, yeah, okay. Alright. I'm going to take a short break. And when I come back, we're going to start Unica's story. We have at least 30 minutes or so, or at least a little bit more than that. You know, it's very, very rare that I enjoy a game from start to finish like this. The game has the benefit of being very quick, you know? Like, doesn't dawdle too much in places. Doesn't drag out gameplay too much, if you know what I mean. Like, it's very quick, action, you know. That's actually a very good thing in my opinion, because it's very different from Trails. Also in writing, like the dialogue is very different from Trails. It doesn't have any extraneous dialogue, you know? Like any dialogue that might feel a little bit too much. Whereas Trails has, in my opinion, a little bit too much dialogue. It's fine. It's like one of my favorite RPGs. Trails in the Sky, second chapter, absolutely like clears like 99% of all other RPGs for me. But sometimes it like lingers a little bit too much, you know what I mean? Whereas this game doesn't. This game was just fun from start to finish, you know? And then the dialogue, even at the end, the goddesses were not holding a monologue about the world and all of that. Literally just, you know, it got to the point and it told me what it wanted to tell, and that's it, you know? That's really good. So yeah, now we have time attack and leaderboards, alright? I'm going to start a new game. Oh, now I can see the third option down there. Alright. Axe-wielding fighter, mid-speed, mid-range. Slow speed, long range. I wonder what the last character will have. Is it going to have good speed, close range? We're playing still on normal. Let's play Unica's side of the story. I'm not going to read that again. We're going to rewatch it to just get context. Maybe we'll even find things in this cutscene that we didn't see before. But yeah. I wonder what that language is. La perle noire, élevée des dieux espèces de pouvoir mystérieux. Avec la magie, on pouvait faire des miracles. Avec le clair, on pouvait amplifier ce pouvoir magique. Yeah, we got that. On croyait que le voile de la Is durait une éternité. Oh, interesting. Un désastre a frappé la Is. Beaucoup de monstres démoniaques sont apparus et ont commencé d'envoyer la Is. Interesting, that is French. Honestly, I don't know French. That's like one of my weaknesses. I don't know French. Even though I've been to France before, and it's not that far of a drive to France, I don't know French. So the thing is, was that all Dallas is doing? Like, no, it was like the demon essence, right, within the Black Pearl that summoned all of these demons, right? Like the Black Pearl is literally can literally grant magic powers to the people in East, but also like fosters demons through the demons. Is what I got out of it. Ooh, interesting. It's from France? Oh, that's a really nice touch if it's like a French, like, tale, or based on a French tale, obviously. All that. You know, it's so interesting to, like, play games that are based on tales you actually know from your childhood that might not be so... that might not be so known to the common person, but because where you live, you actually get to experience it. One thing that I would like to point out is, like, for example, I've been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. You might have heard of it. The second game just came out last year, and it got snubbed at the Game Awards because, obviously, I've been playing the first one. The first Kingdom Come Deliverance. And the game plays in Bohemia. In ancient Bohemia. Which is like literally a stone's throw away from where I live. And literally, on a weekend, I could just drive there and literally have a day trip in places from that region, from that game. And it's incredible to see, you know? Like, all of the landscapes and such, like, are really, really detailed and everything. It's really cool to see. I highly suggest you play it, if you haven't. The Switch port is somewhat okay, but it's probably not the best. But if you have a console that can run it, it's actually very interesting seeing all of this, you know? This intro after you've beaten the game is actually very interesting. I think I'm pretty much at the end of the game, relatively speaking. I've already sunk almost 100 hours into it. Why is he catching? What is he catching? Oh, that's the teleportation bubble that he's attacking. Right. I didn't really get what was happening in the as I watched it previously, but that is literally him attacking the teleportation bubble that they were in. That's why they scatter like this, right? My whole life, never been able to use magic, but I made a promise long ago. I promised I would become a knight. I told myself I would guard those two with my life, just as my dad did. Please, Dad, watch over me. But yeah, I would never... I swear I'll become a holy knight and keep our ladies Rhea and Fina from harm. I would never play Kingdom Come Deliverance on stream, because it's just a long-ass game with a lot of nothing happening in between beats, you know? I would never play it on stream. But it's really a refreshing RPG. I really do enjoy a lot of the quirks. Sadly, the first game is a little bit buggy, so I've been losing all sorts of progress just because it was crashing on me. Like, I've been losing probably at least in the totality, like 20 hours of that 100 hours was lost progress because it was crashing on me, or it did fuck up or bug out. So yeah, that's a shame, but it is that good, you know. All right. Where where am I? Let's see. Oh, my butt. Okay, focus, focus. I joined up with the search party heading down to the surface. And then what? I remember there was a sudden impact. Like we hit something, or something hit us. Wait, is that? I wonder if Yunica will be more in tune with the party, especially with her fellow knights. Because she's not a loner like Hugo. Hugo is very much a loner. It is. It's really you, Rototree. You survived. You've finally awoken. You seem familiar to me. A friend of the goddesses, are you not? I am. The name's Yunica. Yunica Tova. Yes, I remember now. You're Priest Tova's granddaughter. Well, yes I am, but I don't really take after him all that much. I can't even use magic. You're the elder Rototree, right? How's your younger brother? Is he alright? Yes, he's fine. In fact, he's been my sole conversation partner all this time. I was starting to get... Oh god, sorry. Ha, I bet you always were quite the chatterbox. I must admit, when the shrine ascended, I found myself worrying about you two. Really glad you're both okay. The goddesses gave us life. The noxious fumes will sever our bonds with them so easily. But you, a Tova... When was it? I beheld a man with one companion in tow, surrounded by a horde of others. But am I correct in assuming then that he too was of the Tova lineage? Yeah, that was my dad. He stayed behind on the surface and bought us some time to raise Solomon's shrine. My grandpa says he couldn't have survived down here. Felt his essence disappear into the miasma. Which is not to say I witnessed his death, but I can hardly doubt his fate. Oh, I guess Grandpa was right. Well, then I guess the book is closed on him, so now it's his daughter's time to shine. Oh, do you seek something from this ruined land then? Yes, we've come down to the surface in search of our ladies Rhea and Fina. A few days ago, the two of them vanished from the shrine, and no one's seen or heard from them since. Did catch a sight of the goddesses. It was perhaps 3 days ago? You saw them? So Father Shion was right. They really did come to the surface. You see where they went? You see that tower at the foot of Mount Precious? That horrifying tower built to bridge this ruined land with Solomon's shrine up above. Did it really need to be that high of a tower? Though it is weak, I sense the essence of both goddesses in that place. What? They're in the tower? Why didn't you stop them? It's not the tower of their own volition. I saw no reason to intervene. But you know what the tower represents? Wait. They are not alone. I sense others in and around its perimeter. Your companions, I believe. Huh? Which companions? Who's over there? So, will you go to them? I will. I need to meet up with the others right away so we can bring our stray goddesses back home. They must be such dangerous... There are no ordinary demons outside... Well, Rhoda, speak to me. Say something. The gases are starting to flare up. With no magic of my own to fall back on, I'm afraid I just can't hear your voice anymore, old friend. Rhea, Lady Fina. Interesting. Like, this land seems really uninhabitable at this point. I'll have to see what I'm going to play tomorrow. Maybe it's going to be Pokemon, but I kind of want to keep Pokemon to a little bit on the down low recently because I'm waiting for another update to PokeLink. Doesn't feel right. Shouldn't there be more demons guarding the entrance? Ah. Okay, so this is already different. This is Yunica starting here first, like getting to the tower first, right? Suppose we should have expected this, considering where we are. If only we had some of the others with us, we'd be on more even footing. Put a barrier and try hold for it as long as possible. Should buy you some time to take out the demons on that side. Fewer demons means better odds, right? I must take arms, then so be it. Aren't you? Apprentice Knight Yunica Tova, at your service. Much obliged. Do what you can with these beasts, if you please. We'll take care of the demons in the room's periphery. Understood. I know. Aeolia, come. Yes, father. Right away. Alright, let's see how Yunica controls. You rotten creatures have turned all our lives upside down and taken my dad away from me. So don't expect me to hold back. Attack, swing your weapon, alright. Jump. Attack during the ascent of a jump while moving. Alright. Attack immediately after coming to a stop. Lunges forward with a more powerful slash. Randomly lowers the target's defense. Attack during the ascent of a jump while stationary. Attack during the descent of a jump. Drop from the air with your weapon pointed downwards. Alright. So that's... Oh my god, this feels so very different. Actually having to engage enemies. What is boost mode and how is it used? When you look at boost mode, okay, skills will cost half as much MP to use and will pack a greater punch. It's really particular about ascent and descent. In this one. It really needs... Yunica really needs to be on the descent to do that. Alright. Nicely done. Father, Superior, and you two are, I guess there wasn't much time for introductions now, was there? I'm Dino, an acolyte of Solomon Shrine. I'm his colleague, Aeolia. I'm Yunica Tova, it's nice to meet you both. Tova? Any relation to Commander Sol, Tova? Oh yes, I'm his daughter. You live up to your heritage then. Your fighting style is gallant and graceful. Were I to wield a battle axe of that size, well, suffice it to say I'd have a hard time keeping my balance, let alone hitting anything. Well, you see, I can't use magic, so my strength is all I really have. Ah, I see. This young lady was kind enough to volunteer her services in search for runaway deities. Suggest we put forth our best effort to find them, for their sakes, for ours and for the commanders as well. Father Superior, thank you so much. But where are the other knights and the sorcerers? Aren't they with you? I'm afraid not. Just the surface came into sight. Our transport spell was disrupted by some outside force. Intentionally, as best as I can tell. Was that the impact I felt then? Okay. Alright. It was, and whatever hit us, it blocked out all the ability to control the transport, resulting in a breakdown of the entire enchantment. We were scattered in all directions and hurled onto the surface quite unceremoniously. But it could have been much worse. Were it not for our individual barriers, the fall alone surely would have been fatal. Whatever force knocked us from the sky originated from this tower. So we've come to determine who's responsible, and for what reason. That doesn't explain why you're here, though, Yunica, and all alone, no less. Well, about that. Could that really be true? Why would they come to such a dreadful place? I can't even begin to imagine. Father, we must find them at once. Indeed, there's no time to lose. Sadly, even with our powers pooled, our fighting skills are no match for the denizens of this wicked place. We need to reassemble the search party before we can begin in earnest. Of course, you're absolutely right. May I entrust this task to you, Dino? Yes, Father, thank you. Using the rhoda trees as a base, I'll search the area with a transport spell and round up everyone I can find. So Hugo's coming into the play way later here. For you, young lady. Yes, Father Superior? There's no guarantee that a situation similar to the one we just experienced will occur. I'd like for you to remain here with us until the rest of the party arrives, keeping a watchful eye for any more uninvited guests. Oh, okay. Something wrong? Well, I was kind of hoping you might let me do a little recon, just in the immediate area, of course. Not too far away or anything. I'd like to get in some combat training, so I don't let down my guard if the situation gets critical. I mean, I'm just an apprentice knight, and with no magic ability whatsoever. Well, I'm just kind of worried I'll get in the way, you know? Admittedly, your reasoning is sound, but I would be remiss to blindly offer consent knowing the risks. Well, we need to learn more about this tower anyway, don't we? I mean, we barely know anything about it. Come on, please, I'm up to it. I know I am. Very well. I shall personally explain the situation to Sir Galleon upon his arrival. Seriously? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. There's one condition, however. I must insist that you take this with you. What's this? Come over here, please. I'll show you. The statue of a monster. How twisted. Just watch. Crystal's power purified the demon statue. Wow, just like that, it's a goddess statue. But how? Best way to explain it would be to say that it's been returned to its original, natural form. When Ys ascended, several goddess statues were left behind on the surface. Seems the monsters must have found one, brought it here and changed it. Though to what end, I cannot say. Oh. Lady Rhea, Lady Fina, I'm sorry I said you were twisted. I didn't recognize you like that. I think it's safe to assume the other goddess statues have been brought here as well and have likely met with us. Thus the crystal. If you're to scout the tower, you may well encounter the other statues and can purify them just as I did this one. Alright, sounds easy enough. Kind of like a portable blessing. But that's not all. It has another function as well. It can magically transport you to a purified goddess statue within the tower in a blink of an eye. And the object itself is enchanted with this ability, so no magic will be required on your part. Sounds like a lifesaver. Thank you again, Father Superior, for your blessings, and for this crystal as well. Yunica is so much nicer. Yunica, I'd like you to take this with you too. Lila's shell. Alright. Shell? Another magical item. In this case, it serves as a communication device, allowing us to speak with one another across any distance. No matter where you may be, just talk into the shell. Unless I'm somehow indisposed, I'll hear you. You should find yourself in need of any assistance. Please don't hesitate to make use of it. Neat. Thanks a bunch. I'll take good care of it. But before I go, Father Superior, Sister Eolia. Yes, is there something else you need? I know it's kind of stubbornly forced my way into the search party. And I've actually managed to convince you to let me off on my own. So, I just wanted to say I won't let you down, I promise. Thanks for being so accommodating. I may not ever be as great at night as my father was, but I'll do everything in my power to find our goddesses. You can count on me. I hope you'll be able to count on us too. We're all in this together, you know? We'll be right here if you need us. Do not hesitate to return for any reason. May the goddesses guide your path. Please don't forget, if the situation becomes dire, use the power of the crystal. Let it bring you back safely. I will, and may the goddesses guide your path as well. Right, we got the major exposition out of the way. And yeah, Yunica has her own. Do people even, like, get the 500,000 SP at one point? Might as well do the first area. I wonder now if the layout is different too. But probably not, right? Interesting, playing as Yunica. When you've played with Hugo the entire time, you need to be so much more careful right now. Because you need to get close to your enemy, you know. You can actually stun enemies with that. I still haven't figured out if these are permanent health upgrades, by the way. These panaceas. Or if they are just for a boss fight or something. I wonder if we get similar powers too, because, like... Hugo had that power, right? Can Yunica cast magic? Looks like one of the artifacts of ease. But why would the demons have it? Touch of power burst from the artifact. Yunica was granted use of the Whirlwind skill. Oh, she gets skills? Different. They are permanent? That's good to know. Activating skills will launch various special attacks. Some enemies are invulnerable to most attacks, but crumble under the might of certain skills. All attack damage low, skill attack high. Yunica can you move freely while in the whirlwind form and is dangerous to the touch. Okay, she can also glide, so she gets like very similar skills as Hugo has, but without magic, I guess. Whoa, I had no idea there was so much power in this thing. not really it's not really magic like the sorcerer's cast, but it sure is close enough for me. I'll take whatever I can get. That's funny. I highly doubt we're going to get through this any quicker than with the other one, than with Hugo. So that means we're probably looking at 5 streams per character. So that would mean another 10 streams. I highly doubt it's going to be like any more than that. Although, honestly, during these areas, since I recognize this place, okay, it's a little bit more skill-based here. Ouch. So yeah, it needs to be individually activated instead of like the shield, which was like just a permanent buff for a while. Right. But it's interesting because this time, do we get the other side of the brother-sister relationship going on? Because last time we got Epona and Hugo, right? What's happening? Where am I? It looks like a different room entirely. I guess the weird magic circle thing must have teleported me here. It's a pretty sophisticated trap for a bunch of demons. Alright, I'm going to stop here, by the way, for today. I'm going on page 2. We're going to start off Yunica on page 2. But yeah, at least we got through the intro segment, you know. I don't know when we'll continue Ys Origin. I would say probably it's either going to be on Friday or on the weekend. You know? So yeah, that's going to be when we will continue Ys Origin. Hey there, sadly you came at the wrong time. Sorry, but I'm ready to wrap it up. Sorry. But, you know, if you want, you can subscribe or follow on Twitch to get a notification when I'm going live. So, next time. I should be going live tomorrow around the same time. So, you know, if you're interested, please do follow. But yeah, we're going to continue. Ys Origin is probably going to be on Friday. And tomorrow, I think we're going to play Dragon Quest Builder. I have to check that up. But yeah, I kind of want the retro games to be on the early morning streams most of the time because I think that's a pretty good slot for them. And I was planning to play like Metroid 2 and Wario Land 3 on Sunday, but obviously we know what happened there. But yeah. So I'll drag it out a bit, you know. So we're going to probably be playing like Yoshi's Island, Wario Land, and Metroid 2 during this week, probably in the early mornings. And for the rest, we're going to do like Dragon Quest Builders, Ys Origin, all of that good stuff. We'll probably also have a late night with Try, another one, where we play Guild Wars 1 during this week. I want to stream more during this week, because after this week, I need to take a few days off to do other things. But yeah. Thank you for joining today. I had a lot of fun. We finished Hugo's story. I'm super proud of that. And we started Yunica, and I'm already intrigued by this game. And I'm really intrigued on how it's going to continue, honestly. It's going to be interesting. So again, thank you all for watching, and I will see all of you next time. Trilightning out.